Hello traders, welcome to FX Mentor, and in this video you are going to learn about the Bollinger Bands plus RSI strategy, which is used by the professional traders, and this is the advanced strategy that is going to help you a lot. And if you follow the steps, then definitely you will be going to cash up to the 95% of the winning ratio. Right, so the first indicator that we will be using is the simple Bollinger Bands. Please note that we do not need the Bollinger Bands by any author. It should be simple in nature, exactly like this that you can see on my screen, right? Okay, so let's have a look into the settings that either we have to change any settings. So from 22, please set up this to 29. Okay, so we will change a little bit inputs from 20 to 29, and inside the style section, please remove the background because we don't need the background. So just press OK and set up it like this. Okay, so this is the simple Bollinger Band that we have just used. Okay, the second indicator that we will be using is the relative strength index, that is called RSI, and this is also without any author, the simple one, because we are just using the simple things. Okay, if we go to the settings, then it doesn't have a very good we do not need to change anything inside it, so just keep your styles and everything like this. But if you want to make a little bit changes, then you can as per the color choice, otherwise it is not required, right? Okay, now guys, our setup is completely ready, and before I start this video, let me introduce the Exness broker. This is one of the best broker that I am using from 2015. The link is given in the description of this video. You can join this broker. Okay, now let's talk about the strategy and how simple it is. So basically you can see there are two levels on our RSI. If I zoom this picture, if I make it on a bigger screen, then you can see this is the 70 levels, and this is almost our 29 to 30 level that we have just adjusted, right? Okay, now basically what you need to do is that this is your overbought level. So we will only take the trade when it will be extremely overbought. Okay, so I'm using the word extremely overbought, which means that we are not going to use it inside the middle zone. So some of the traders are using it at the 50 levels. Okay, so actually when we talk about the Bollinger Band, so it is always advised to use Bollinger Band strategy at the extreme overbought and the extreme oversold levels, exactly like this that you can see on my screen. So for example, this is the gold 15-minute chart. You can see that here we have seen that the top boundary has a clear break, and you can see the candles pushed above, and then if you look at the RSI, if I make it more bigger, you can see it was at the 80 levels, then it bounces back and it crossed the 70 line from here, and that was your perfect entry, and you can see that the market was down. Okay, so if we talk about here, however, we have the upward trend on gold, but you can see that this doesn't went into the extreme overbought levels. So this is the care that we need to get the 95% accuracy from this indicator. So for example, look at this scenario on the gold 15-minute. Here we have the extreme levels overbought, and then RSI crossed the 70 levels very easily, and you have a very good drop. Okay, for example, if we talk about the for example, if we have taken a short position from here, then we can decide that, for example, if you have taken the entry from here, you can set up the stop at this high, then you can imagine that how much you were able to make easily. You were able to make easily 1.26 ratio on this trade. So similarly, you know very well that how to calculate the profit, the risk and reward ratio. So you can set up according to it, right? So this is the way that you will be using the Bollinger Bands to get the maximum benefit from the market. Let me see some other options. So I have just switched my chart to USD CHF, right? Okay, so if you look at here guys, you can see completely at the sold levels, and then price was bounced back when it was crossing the 70 levels. That was your very good entry. Again, it happened here. The Bollinger Bands were crossed into the downward direction, and then you can see it was also it was also below the 70 the line, and then you can see it was coming up, and that was the good entry. Okay, and one last tip that I'm going to give to my subscribers, that's keep as a gift from me. So whenever you see that the bands of the Bollinger Bands are very narrow to each other, like you can see that the space is very narrow, and it looks like that it's basically a signal that you should stay out of the market during such conditions, because this is not a good sign from the indicator to trade the market. Whenever you see that the bands are very good in a width, like here, and if we even go to gold back, then you can see here it had the narrow band. Okay, but overall, if you look at here, overall the volatility was good. So in this way you can trade this indicator quite nicely, and you can have the 95% success rate if you follow the signals according to it. And I personally recommend the 15-minute time frame, because when we use it on the lower time frames, then sometimes the market becomes very tricky. So the best option is the 15-minute. So guys, moreover, the best broker link is given in the description of the video that I personally like. If you like this video, please press the like button, share your thoughts about this strategy into the comment section, and thank you very much for supporting FX Mentor US. Thank you very much.